Free. This is off limits. Go. Told him once. Off limits, but not out of reach. Making a late breakfast brunch. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna eat breakfast while these guys social and kind of do their thing. Oh, it actually has a little bit more time to cook. All right. Turn that up. Probably 1 minute tops. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Something that's important. A lot of times people feel that they need to separate their dogs from like living their lives. Maybe in the beginning. When you get to a point where you just put boundaries on them. I don't need to keep them on place. I don't need to keep them in the crate. It's like, go do your thing. If he wants to choose to be around me when I eat, he can, but there are going to be rules. Can't be right in this area. Like, I wouldn't even have my kids in that area, like when I'm eating, unless I'm feeding them. So he's going to be respectful of space. He's free to play with them. If he chooses not to play with them and wants to waste his time hanging around me, he can do that, but he's got to be respectful. So, and then there's no counter surfing and stuff. I tell you once, maybe I tell you twice, and then I just catch you for it. The more you say something and you act, you say something and you do, the less you have to. And then you just tell him, and that's it. And this is where I'm going to eat my meal. Got some eggs, some avocado. And the rule is just stay away from there. Like, I shouldn't have to like change my life drastically because my dogs don't listen. I want them to be included. Go have fun, but be respectful of the rules. The dogs don't know the rules unless you teach them. And then once you teach them, you have to understand how to enforce them. Food's still there, by the way. Gunner's over there. I told him to go. I said, stay out of this area. If he wants to come over here, he can, but I'm going to keep the carpet area kind of off limits. The exception I would make is if a dog's being respectful and hanging here and isn't guardy, fine. But like, I'm creating a boundary of how you can be included without being in the way. Like I said, the rest is going to be dinner for me, so I'm just going to put a couple pieces on the plate here. Do it up like that. Put this back. Who's going to stay there? That area is off limits. Do this real quick. I'm back. The area is off limits, and if a dog goes there and the nose gets curious, I disagree. I'll tell them no. They respond to no, or they don't, and I follow through. From that point on, I just catch them if they make the mistake, and it's done in a meaningful way that the dog goes, okay, good, I'm not going to mess that up. When you get dogs to the point that they're responsive, pretty much just tell them. Every now and then you have to follow through, but learning how to follow through in a way that motivates them to prioritize what you say so that you don't need to follow through is very important. But notice, I'm eating, but I'm not being hounded. I've created a limit. I don't know if you can see him. He's there. He can watch. He can check out. He's not doing anything wrong. If he starts whining or barking, I might disagree with that. If he comes into this area, I go, nah, man, I don't want to be swarmed when I eat. That's it. Eat breakfast. This session, they're socializing. I'll interact and engage with them, but right now, I'm gonna do this. There's no need to make dog training, relationship building more difficult than it needs to be. Learn how to communicate, learn how to get them to prioritize you, and then just let them be dogs. All right, and we got him checking out some stuff. We got the dogs goofing. I get to eat my breakfast, or late breakfast, early lunch. So, for example, he has something I don't want him to have. Pablo, nope. Free. I've noped it. They moved. Kilo, nope. I've noped that toy is actually not the one that Darla has, but that blue one right over there. Yeah, I'll walk over there. Is off limits. That's a kid's toy. So they have their toys, and that's innocent. They didn't know, right? But this right here is kid's toy. Nope. Off limits. Free. They're free. If they go, I'll just catch them for going after that. But they have all their toys. The same thing here. Of course, I can put them on place. They can choose to be here. These dogs are in, they're in free, but enough. Like, I didn't put them on place. This is just what they're choosing. Her crate is closed. She probably would go in her crate to just drink water. That's Gunner's. She's gonna hang out there. As long as they're not in the way. That's my biggest thing. Like this at some point where if my wife and my kids are here, this might be in the way. So I'm saying, hey, this is where you can be free. This is where you can go. But like you're not forced to be on there. Just don't be in the way and don't get into trouble. And I've created the rules and the boundaries so you know kind of where to be. But choosing to be here, that's fine. No big deal. Where people tend to make the mistake is often with dogs where this is new, like a puppy, right? He's like 7 months old, like maybe 8 months now. You have a dog who's learning this, who's just kind of getting into the groove. Have this exposure and what's going good. Like you want that to marinate. You want that to be something that ends up like being consistent. So after the picture looks good, like put the dog away. Rest up. Don't have it go good for so long that you extend it past the point of it being productive and now the dog's just out 24/7. Now the dog's getting into trouble and doing stuff. The reason dogs settle and rest with me is because when I get them out, I do stuff with them, whether it's a backyard, the front yard, in the house, out on a walk, that makes them come back and want to settle and want to relax. And then I teach them boundaries inside the house, whether it's me eating breakfast out here and saying, hey, you guys are free to do what you want, just leave me alone. Whether it's coming in here and saying you're free to do what you want, leave me alone. We're doing that in spurts. It's not a 24/7 thing. And that's what gets you to the point of having a dog like him, who I created very heavily in the beginning. He wasn't the best with people. He wasn't good with dogs. Now he's around my kids and he's out. But like it was a process to get to that point.